God has gotten his attention. Turns around, Moses does, and begins to walk toward this place where the bush is on fire. He begins to try to understand why this bush is consumed. And I know I'm teaching right now, but we about to get ready to have a good praise party up in here. Trust me, I love to praise him. And so you got to understand that Moses steps up to the place and he's getting ready to step on, but you got to understand that God stopped him in his very own track and says, Moses, before you come, take off your shoes. And I wonder why God would you make him take off his shoes. The reason, first off, that he made him take off his shoes is because the sole of your shoe, it's leather, it's hard, it's very rough, and it does not allow you to be connected to the ground. So since this mountain was the mountain of God, you got to understand that the nature and the ground of this place was the very own substance and nature of God. And so since Moses took off his shoes, God made him take off his shoes so he could be connected back with the nature of God. And some of you got to understand that taking off your shoes is a form of worship and adoration to the spirit that is in the place. Some of you got to understand and know that it's time for us to get back connected to the nature and the very own being of God. Some of us have stepped out of the will of God, stepped out of the purpose of God, and it's time for us to step back in to the nature of God.